Welcome in, everybody. I'm Ricky Ransom, and today we have another Watcher of Realms video. We're going to be doing some summons once again.
You just want me to fall in the place.
Last week, we got some legendaries. Okay, let's be honest, we got some.
But y'all don't say that.
And I was a little, for lack of a better word, whiny about the odds and always having to hit my mercy and all these other things that tend to happen. But then we ended up getting 2 Legos in one 10 pull, which was the first time that's ever happened to me.
God, I'm full of so much gratitude right now.
On this game, which was awesome. Don't get me wrong. The only thing is that the 2 legendaries I got, one of them was repeat, or like so I got Hatsut and I got Calypso. I already had Hatsut, so it was nice to get the A1. I get that. Calypso is not great. She's like a really interesting marksman if you didn't already have solid legendary marksman or someone that could like do solid damage for you, then she can be all right. Don't get me wrong. The only thing about her is she needs a lot of time to really ramp up her damage because of the way her ability works. She stacks these like little minions basically that float above her head and shoot the enemies. And she can only stack them each time she gets an ultimate, and she can get up to 3 of them. So like over a long fight, she can end up doing some pretty solid damage. It's just early on, she isn't doing a ton of damage. So like I said, if you don't have solid damage dealers, she could help you out in Guild Boss where, you know, the fights are longer. There's places where she could help you out. She's just not super useful for my account, which is fine. You know, it is what it is. And then I got Valkyra too. So I had already had Valkyra, so we got A1 Valkyra. I don't really use her much, but except for in the faction trials, just because I have more solid fighters right now that kind of do what she does, but better.
That's what she said. Excuse me? That's what she said.
She's all right too. She's good. I use her in like certain situations. She's helped me get through a couple stages of content that I wouldn't have been able to get through without her. So I'm not mad about it. I like it. I just was hoping for champions or heroes that can really make a difference for my account. That's really what I'm looking for at this point. We're like at that point where my account hasn't plateaued. Like the number one thing I'll tell you about this game that's so different from Raid is I feel like every time when I was playing Raid, there were certain points where you just couldn't progress without like really dedicating a ton of time. I'm guessing as you get closer to the end game, because I notice as you're progressing through the game, it's pretty easy to continue progression for the first little while, and then you get like a new champion. You can just throw on gear, like if you pull a new legendary that can do something different for your squad and make a huge difference for your squad. I've started to get to that point where just getting a new legendary hero isn't enough to help me progress through these certain stages. So I'm trying to find my other ways of like getting better artifacts, upgrading my gear, things like that. But the fact that you can do that without feeling like you have to spend 8 hours a day playing the game and without feeling like you have to spend a ton of money is really, it's gratifying. Like it feels like the effort you put in is worth the reward, and you see yourself making progression by just like maybe switching up your gear a little bit, grinding to upgrade skills or to promote certain heroes. So there's stuff like that where it just really does feel rewarding for the effort that you're putting in. So I love that about this game so far. And who knows, as we continue getting further along, we're at day, I don't know, 37, something like that. Oh, 40 days signed in. Okay. Yeah, so day 40. And it doesn't feel stagnant. It doesn't feel like I'm hitting like a giant wall. That's not what we're here for. We're here for the summons. I get it. I know. Sometimes I ramble. I'm sorry. Sometimes I ramble. So what we have here is we have 95 rare crystals. Let's see if I can go this whole video without saying shards, but since I just said it, I probably cursed myself. And then we have 2 legendary crystals as well. We're gonna pull 5 individual first, and then we'll go into 10 pulls. I also have some diamonds if we have to dip into them. We'll just kind of see, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. I do also have a fun theory about single pulls in this game. So yes, my theory with individual pulls, and I'll mention this in almost every video just because it's something that I believe is true, whether it is or not. And this is like, of course, immediately as I start mentioning this, the thing that I'm going to bring up happens on the screen. You saw that I just pulled an epic from individual pulls, but I feel like individual pull rates are like worse than 10 pulls. Like I'll get, every time I'll do a 10 pull, or we'll say 8 out of 10 times I do a 10 pull, I'll get an epic, at least one epic, but then I'll pull 25 individual crystals. Caught myself.
You did it! Congratulations!
Yeah, I'll pull like 25 individual crystals just over like an extended period of time, but I'll keep track and won't get a single epic. So the game kind of just threw it in my face as I'm talking about it because they just love to do that. It's just, it's the way the world works sometimes. But I do believe that it would be near impossible to pull a legendary from doing single pulls. And maybe that's like a study we can do where I just do a whole video where I have like however many shards and see how many it takes, like see what the actual odds are. That would be interesting. Write it down.
Who are you talking to right now?
That's what my Roomba, that's his name, right? Roomba? The little robot vacuums? I think that's what they're called. Yeah, that's what he's named. Because Theodore is just like a perfect butler's name. Okay, so we got our 5 singles out of the way. Now we can start doing 10 pops. What do we got? Epic. Epics. So epic wise, obviously epic lords, always useful. Other than that, like Wrath, I don't have my Wrath A5'd yet. That would be nice. But he is an epic lord, so yeah, obviously. So, but yeah, like there just really aren't a lot of epics that I can't even think of any epics that I'm like, oh, this would like really help out the account, you know? But we're just gonna keep going. We keep going, we see what we get. Like Ardeth, see, we got 2 epics. Like when we do get epics, that's the other thing is when we do get epics, it's pretty often that you get more than 1 in a pull. Laurel is awesome. I don't know if she needs to be awakened. I don't know if that like benefits her because she just has a passive ability that when she dies, it boosts all your allies' rage up to 50% of their cap. But it even works if you just pull her off, if you like withdraw her from the field. So she's super useful for all content. But I don't know if awakening matters for her. We'll have to look at it. Probably not, but let's see. Come on, baby. Come on now. Nope. Got more tax. And then also, yeah, we get points for the altar. Oh, no. Epics, okay. Epics. Voroth. He's interesting. I pulled him for the first time. Ooh, we got a new guy though. Osiren. I don't think he's great. Yeah, so it is basically just a worse version of Zealous. Okay, come on now. Oh, there we go. There we go. What are we getting? What are we getting? Please give. Please give me something. Oh my. Oh. Here's the thing. This should be amazing. It's great. It's great. I won't be mad about it. It's great. I won't be mad, I promise. She is definitely, she's one of the best champions in the game, heroes in the game. But it's like the same thing that happened before where you get like Hatsud and it's like, yes, because she's one of the best. But when you already have her, you know, it's just not that like transformational hero, if that makes sense. But she's amazing. Sillatu, one of the best in the game. I will not complain about it. She's great. we're happy with it. Obviously, she's one of the best fighters. She does a ton of damage, has a really far range for a fighter. I think maybe she's tied for the furthest range, but she can also hit airborne units, which is awesome. So there's not many fighters that can do what she does. She also burns with her ultimate, and she can just do insane amounts of damage. So she's amazing. But like I said, I do have her. But that's I can't be mad about that. Okay, we're gonna keep them going though. We're gonna keep them going. Oh wait, no way. Come on now. Come on. Who is it? Oh, wait, I don't know who this is. Oh, I have no idea who this hero is. I've never got him before though. Wait. Oh, wait. No way. Oh, no way. Wow. Okay, see, that's a good one. That actually is awesome. Salazar, he is in the top fighters in the entire game as well. Wow. We're getting a lot of fighters. That's insane. Okay, so that is a really, really insane pull. Let's check out his kit real quick too. We'll just look at it because he does a ton of damage. He's one of the like highest damage dealers in the entire game. One of the biggest reasons is he has this bleed effect, which deals damage equal to 1% of the target's max HP per second and increases their physical damage taken by 10%. So whenever he has a target bleeding, all your other allies it's going to increase their physical damage by 10%, but it's also ticking damage as well. So he's like super good for guild boss. I'm going to throw him into my guild boss team immediately. And then there's certain stuff that like damage wise he can do that nobody else is really going to be able to do at the same rate that he can do it. And he does burst damage as well. His ultimate is a blitz of 6 strikes randomly on all targets, dealing 220% damage, and the last dealing 300% damage. Becomes immune to all damage when the skill is in effect. The skill guarantees crit hits on targets inflicted with bleed. So any targets that already are bleeding, it guarantees crits as well, which is awesome. Boiling Blood launches a basic attack 2 times. Cool. Restores HP for every 7 crit hits landed. Interesting. So I wonder, I don't know much about him if that's like a thing where you can build him to like do a bunch of self-sustain, but that's really awesome. Honestly, Salazar is pretty awesome. And he's Nightmare too. So we have some Nightmare. That's gonna help me a ton with Nightmare faction, which is, I'm pretty sure that's the one that we're doing right now. Wow, back to back too. That's what's so crazy sometimes. The odds are just insane with this game sometimes. Hey, I'm not gonna complain, right? I'm not gonna complain. Let's gather our rewards, and I need to see what I'm at so I can keep track. 1281. Okay, we'll pull these 2. Hope for the best. You never know. Don't know. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Absen. Oh, no. Absen. I don't know why he's not amazing, but it's a legendary. Hey, it's a new legendary. We're not mad about it. He has the same, it looks like he has the same range as Zillitu as well. Let's see. I've never looked into his ratings before. I've just seen other people pull him and they're not super stoked about it. But his ratings are actually pretty decent. He just does 100% damage to 1 enemy, including, so he can hit airborne units as well, which is nice. I feel like he's going to be someone that if you already have Zillitu, you probably won't use him as much. Penetrates 3 enemy targets and deals 400% damage to them. Airborne units. Okay, so he could be useful in some content. It sounds like. He doesn't have anything like game changing. Like he doesn't, it doesn't look like he has any debuffs or anything. Deals extra damage to 15% attack for 10 seconds. Okay, interesting. Within 15 seconds of deployment, every basic attack triggers Piercing Javelin. Which is, what is Piercing Javelin? Okay, for every 2 basic attacks landed, triggers Piercing Javelin that penetrates 2 enemy targets, dealing 100% damage. Airborne units take 150% damage. So he seems like a marksman, you know, because typically marksmen, a lot of them will have that trait where they do more damage to airborne units. He seems like that, but in a fighter form, if that makes sense. I guess because he has the piercing as well. That helps. But yeah, that's interesting. So not like, he doesn't sound bad. I don't know. I've just heard that people are usually not super stoked about pulling him. And I don't really know why. Might as well, real quick. We'll just do a quick recap. So we were able to get ourselves on, which is awesome. This, in comparison to last summons, getting more than one new legendary hero is amazing. And honestly, getting this many is just awesome. Like, I can't complain. You know, sometimes you get a little negative, or I get a little negative. I don't know about you guys, probably not. But like, yeah, this was a good one. This is a good sesh. I'm happy with it. So we got Zilla2. We'll be able to awaken our Zilla2. Let's do that right now. Give her a nice little boost. It's lowering the requirement for the percentage to get that extra damage boost, which is pretty nice. I would say pretty significant. That's gonna help her just boost out more damage more consistently. So that's awesome. And then we got Salazar. This is one of my top most wanted champs for sure. He just helps the rest of your team do more damage, and he also is just insanely, like, he's just kind of broken with what he's able to do. If you build him properly, he's always doing crit rates with his ultimate, or doing crit hits with his ultimate. And then we got homeboy, Mr. Absen, where at the very least, like, I think he'll be useful in a couple different areas. Always having like solid ground units that can do good damage is beneficial, just because there's certain maps that are set up, as you guys have seen, where you just don't have a lot of like tiles to put ranged units. So that's always a bonus. And he sounds good to me. And at the very least, he'll help in my Piercer faction, because I guess we do have quite a few damage dealers for Piercers. But hey, yeah, and we got Calypso last time, so, and I haven't built her out yet, but why not take another one? We're good with it. Let me know down in the comments what you guys were able to pull, if you guys got any crazy pulls from your crystals this week. I'm gonna put a counter somewhere of how many times I said shards in this video. I don't know. I don't think I did, but who knows? I brought it up at the beginning, probably did. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys were able to pull. And let me know if you have any advice for where I could use these new legendary heroes in the game. I have some ideas with a couple of them, but I'm always looking forward to any advice you guys have for me, or any specific places where you recommend using these people. Because like I said, I haven't built out Calypso yet, Salazar, or this new guy Absen, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I just wanna make you perfect. I just wanna make you mine. Girl, I know you don't